Yes, HDVSN, Britain's Got Bars in the building.
Yep.
Alongside the man right now promoting his album, mixtape,
project, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, really.
Out right now, the Black and Red.
Yeah.
So hold tight, Yungen in the building. What's really good, my brother?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
So like, man like me, when I do these things, I like to get into a little bit of history.
Yeah.
Because obviously people have heard about you. A lot of people might not have heard about you. So on that note, like, would you like to tell us about like your school life, your background growing up?
Yeah. Well, really, I'm from South London. In the state in South London. I went to school in Balham.
Okay.
Yeah, I went Chestnut Grove. So it was a bit weird because none of my friends went there. Do you know what I mean? Everyone went to school like near where I was from. Do you know what I mean? So people that I actually grew up with didn't go to school with me.
Okay.
So it was like kind of like I had like two different lives. Like I had my school friends
and your personal friends.
Then I had my personal friends from the end. Do you know what I mean? So I think it was a good thing. Do you know what I mean? It showed me how to make new friends. And, do you know what I mean? And get on with people.
So did you like, you know, see through the whole of your secondary school career, or was it cut short?
I didn't make it the whole way. But that's another story for another day.
Okay.
But But school is weird because I liked school when I was there.
Yeah.
But when I was at home and you got school tomorrow, it's just like any other teenager, really. Like.
Yeah, I hear you still.
Yeah.
So you grew up in like Tulse Hill, Brixton,
Herne Hill.
Yeah. Okay, so how was life in Herne Hill like?
It was good, man. It was good. Like, do you know what it is? I was there from obviously a young age, so I was like one of the main people in my area. Do you know what I mean? From growing up, from being 7 years old and actually growing up as kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like all my friends I literally grew up with. Like we just become a family. So everything we literally did was together. Like link girls together, go football together. Like everything was normal. Do you get what I mean? Like they were actually my family. Do you know what I mean? Really.
Yeah. So when did the musical journey start for you? Like, what was your inspiration to get involved in this?
Do you know what? One of my older cousins, he used to MC. But you know, like the Dizzy Rascal days, Grime days,
early.
So he used to MC with it. He had a little group. You get me? But obviously they didn't take it seriously. But as a young kid, I thought they was taking it seriously. Obviously I used to look up to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just tried to MC. Obviously I wasn't good then. But I just used to try. I used to write the lyrics down on the paper. I used to record it into some little cassette thing I had.
So that was like your earliest recollection of starting the music. So you was inspired by your cousin more or less, Dizzy Rascal and the grime scene.
Really. I used to, obviously because I used to look up to him. Like anything he done, like if he was playing football, I wanted to play football, or just like really the older lot. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But like when I first, I wasn't good, and them tapes, I hope no one ever hears them.
What you saying? Not even for the collective, for the archive later on.
No.
That's to stay where it is.
I've got some stuff after that's not good that maybe you can hear, but then first I'll just chat rubbish. Really.
So like, when you started to take it seriously, was this? I take it when you was in like the Money First collective.
Yeah. When I first started taking it seriously, it was probably like 2010. Like Money First was like my thing with one of my friends.
Okay.
Like he was a bit older than me.
Yeah. And
like he used to rap, and he used to always we used to always go back to back like on the phone all night and all of that.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, Money First, come let's do this thing. So like when I first come out, it was just something that you'd scream. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Money First.
Okay.
Like our own little collective group. Do you know what I mean? Like. So and then I put out my hometown vid and them sort of videos. Yeah. And then they proper picked up, like got a load of views in that.
That's when people started to pay attention.
Yeah, like I was thinking, I couldn't really do this. And before I didn't want to be on no YouTube, and I didn't understand it really. Do you know what I mean? I was kind of scared. I didn't know if anyone's gonna like me. Anything. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was the start. So that was a start, it's a positive start. Yeah. And then like shortly after that, I'd say like you was discovered by Krypton Conan. Like how did that relationship kind of form? Like literally, we kind of met in the studio. Like we knew each other from beforehand, but we wasn't like cool. That was just how one thing. But we met in Dice's studio. A guy called Dice. Yeah, I know Dice. Yeah, we met in Dice's studio, and I was there one day, and they was doing Paranormal. Okay. The remix. I was actually there and Crept on the original. Yeah. But like I come at the end of the session. I think I had a session after him or something. Okay. So when they was doing the remix, I remember I was there and I heard them talking like, oh, who should we get on the remix? Like, we got like 2 more people to get. Like, who should we get? And I'm just sitting there quiet, like hoping they say, yo, Young, like,
like come true, brother. Yeah.
And then they asked me, yo, like, do you think you'll be able to? And I was like, yeah, I'll do this now.
Jumped on it
quick, man, and that got well received, man. Like, I remember that's the first time Chipmunk hit me up. Chipmunk was like, yo, this Yungen kid's sick. And obviously, as a kid then, like as a just coming up, like Chipmunk's a superstar.
Because that was like what, 2011?
Yeah, 2011. These times Chipmunk was then champion and that. Do you know what I mean? With Chris Brown, I'm like, raw.
So that must have been a real like gave you goose pimples.
Yeah,
like.
I remember my friends was like to me, like I remember I was in the gym, yeah, when my friends phoned me like, bro, Chipmunk just tweeted you. I was like, swear down. They was like, yeah, I'm going to my phone like, yo, you get me? So yeah, it was a big thing.
So your verse on that tune and obviously the feedback that you got that made like Playdirty say, yeah, we're gonna get him in the team.
After that, like we was just rolling on a normal like as friends. Do you know what I mean? Like we was rolling, just doing normal things. Like cause we was like really from the same ends. Really, like Conan lived 10 minutes away from me, Crep lived 10 minutes away from me. Do you know what I mean? So like we was just rolling really like, and then yeah, near the end of the year, we was together so much. Crep just turned, I think Conan turned around and said to me, yo, bro, do you want to be part of Playdirty? But obviously, because I was doing the money first thing, that was my thing, do you know what I mean? So I was like, no, money first, you get me? Like, as a joke for ages. And then there was one day, they was just like, nah, come Playdirty, man, it could be sick, like. And so then Cash was rolling with us as well. Yeah. So I was sick, man. And then
so how did you feel about like leaving money first behind?
But like, I never really left it because it's my.
It's
like, it's our thing, but it was my thing really as well. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't really leave it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like when everything I had put out then, it was money. Money first didn't actually really get to where we wanted it to get. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't really have left it. Do you know what I mean? But it's still money first. Like I'm still money first now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Always will be. Do you know? Always will be. Yeah. But it's just not. Because it's not really out there, you don't really scream it. I wouldn't really scream it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but people know. Anyone that knows me, like you said, you know about the money first thing. Anyone that knows me from the start, they know Young Money first. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, man, that's a good look that you kind of keep repping it. You know what I mean? And then obviously after the money first and the Playdirty, the paranormal remix, you got onto like the topic of discussion. Was that like your first proper project? Yeah, I did a mixtape before that. Okay. Like, it was just I was just rapping on beats. That one went over my head still. Yeah, it was just rapping on beats because it was like really, because I was creating a little buzz. Yeah. I was like, you got to put something out. I was like, alright, cool. Any hot beat, I'll just jump on it. So what was the name of that project? I ain't even started. Okay. And it was literally, I hadn't even started. Yeah, so that made sense. Yeah, that's why I called it that. Like, I ain't started, so don't take this too serious. Yeah. Like, literally. So that was I ain't even started. And then after that, when I got a little bit of heat, and everyone was like, yeah, this guy is sick, I called it topic of discussion. Because now you're the topic of discussion. You've gone from not started yet to being the topic of discussion. Yeah, literally. So, like, what was the best, most received track off that mixtape? Topic of discussion? Yeah. I think there was a track called Taylor's Room. Okay. I did a remix of Marvin's Room, Drake. Yeah. Before that, and it got like 100,000 views, like, on the audio. Wow. And I was like, bro, I gotta do, and I called it Taylor's Room. And I think, do you know what? I have to call the next one Taylor's Room 2. Yeah. Like, I have to do it. Yeah, but I have to make it my own. Like, actually make their own beat. So yeah, Taylor's Room 2 got well received. Like, the girls loved that one. And then I had the track on there with Crep and Conan called F Them. Yeah. And then I had another track called Off the Record. That was the most, like, that track there, it took me into a different place where people actually said, you know what, he's actually really, really good. Like, we know he can spit, you know, we know he's got punchlines and that, but like he can actually rap like deep. Do you know what I mean? I remember Rex hit me up about that track, and he was like, bro, this track really means something to me. Do you know what I mean? So you touch a lot of people with that track there, Off the Record. Yeah. So did you really feel pressure being a part of the Playdirty collective? Do you feel a lot of pressure, like you got to live up to certain standards, or you just taking it in your stride kind of thing? Yeah, do you know, I'm taking it in my stride. It's good to have that sort of pressure. Yeah. That they've done well, because they wasn't doing well, then maybe I'd not be pushed so hard. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad the fact that they're doing well. Do you know what I mean? Because then it's like, yo, what's Yungen gonna do next? So if I do something sick, it's like, wow, yeah, like these guys are really these guys. Like, yeah, you're holding your own in the camp. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing, man. Definitely. So yeah, that mixtape, the topic of discussion. So would you say
it done what you set out for it to do in terms of like downloads and your recognition you gained from it and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, it done really well, man. I think I had to actually put together a piece of work to show people that I can make my own music. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was at that stage where I was just doing a lot of covers, and a lot of freestyles. Do you know what I mean? And everyone knew that, yo, he's a sick MC, or he's got loads of punchlines, but I don't know if they knew if I can make a song. Yeah,
and a lot of people was comparing you to Drake. I don't know if that's because of your looks or your style at the time. How did you feel about that? Was that a bit irritating for you, or?
Do you know what? It's like, I always say, like, I don't rap like him, and I don't sing.
Yeah.
And I rarely do girl chat.
So where they get Drake from?
That's just, I think it's just the light skin. Because I'm light skin.
Yeah. Because I remember that's what kind of made me start saying, bro, let me hear this young'un.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And it was, and one of the first tracks that I saw you do a track with was Cashtastic, Stay Scheming. Yeah, that was a big. I was playing that on my show, in fact, about 2011 again. Yeah. That was a big track still. So yeah, I just wanted to get that one out because I was like, when you mentioned Drake, and
I said it in that. I said. Still Mizzy Fizzy. They say I'm a fake Drizzy.
Yeah.
And then I say, I wonder if I was fat, would they call me a fake Ricky?
Yeah. That was clever.
I was just basically saying, just like, you're calling me a fake Drake because it must be because of my look. Yeah. Because if I didn't look like that, I don't sound like him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that is the only comparison you could make sense of.
Yeah. But I don't. And it don't annoy me anymore. It's just like, all right, cool. I'm a fake Drake, or
at the end of the day, it's publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. It made me pay attention. Trust me. Like, so imagine how many other people it made pay attention.
Of course,
So, you know, after that, you had like your single.
Money Don't Paper.
That came. So, you know, I had a mind block there. So the single came out. That was kind of like a commercial track. But was that intentionally done that way, or?
It got to the point, like, obviously where I've done topical discussion and I've done the freestyles, it's like, what's next? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's next? And then obviously you get to the point where you feel like, you know, I've got to make a track for radio. And then you start thinking like that. And not saying it's a bad thing, but sometimes it confuses you to what you actually want to do yourself. Do you know what I mean? So when I made Money Don't Paper at the time, I thought, this is sick. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a vibe, it's sick, but I don't know if it's really my lane. Like, and I'm glad I did it because it made me realize maybe that's not what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad I actually got to do that. Do you know what I mean? But there's people that love that track.
Yeah.
And there's times that I listen to that track and go, oh, this is a vibe.
You come out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, you come out of your sometimes you got to come out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, as an artist.
Yeah, then you never get better. I get that. You'll just be rapping. I would be doing punchlines on SBTV. Do you know what I mean? If I didn't do that, do you know what I mean?
That's an energetic track still, and it's been kind of well received as well.
Yeah. People. I think people understood what I was doing.
Yeah, and they got you.
Yeah, and I think if they didn't, maybe it would have went the wrong way. But like after that, I was still putting out good music. Do you know what I mean? Apart from that, I was still doing my freestyles and going in. So people were like, nah, he's sick. Like, we see what he tried to do. Like, obviously it didn't work as well as I wanted it to, but on to the next one. Yeah. So then there was a little break, and then you announced the album, mixtape, the project, whatever it is.
The project. So since you've announced that, like, what is the concept behind that title?
Yeah, do you know what it was? It's weird. Like, everyone thinks that I went on a break, and I know it must have looked like that to the public. But I was actually recording and actually making tracks. Do you know what I mean? So what I did with Black and Red, I just wanted to make something that was me. Obviously, I just come off the back of doing Money Don't Paper. So I wanted to actually find myself and say, you know what, I need to do something that's actually me. So when I did Black and Red, I just wanted to base it on my moods. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I called it Black and Red. Black's more dark, ignorant, turn up. Red's more passion, love, girls. Do you know what I mean? And like, when I'm in a place where I want to talk about stuff I've been through, I put it on black. Do you know what I mean? The dark side. Or if I want to talk about a girl that I had problems with and broke up with, I put it on the red side. Do you know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do two separate projects, but to show different sides.
That makes sense still. And what was the favourite track on that album? Your personal favourite track, and why would you say that is?
Do you know, at different times I have different favourites, but right now I think Two Rows my favourite right now, and because it just has that meaning to me right now. And when I did it, I was like, do you know what? I'm glad I've actually got to put this out on the tune. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it was really how I was feeling, literally. Like, and then obviously when you're making music and you're putting stuff out, like that track kind of not went missing, but I didn't hear it for a while. So when I come back and I did the video to it, it made it
back to life.
Yeah. So when I sit down and watch the video, I watched the video this morning and I was like, I'm proper glad we executed this right. Do you know what I mean?
That's real cool.
Yeah.
So like, in terms of the charts, how do you think it did? It go as well as you expected it to?
You know, it did better.
It did better.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because this is the first actual project I've sold. Like, so I wasn't scared on it, but it was just like, do you know what? Like, we're gonna do it properly anyway. Like, wherever it goes, we're gonna do it properly, plan it properly. Do you know what I mean? Get it right, and we got it right, and it done really well, man. We was like number 26 in the midweek charts. So cool. I think that's sick. Like, that's independently, yeah. Like, we're actually like boxing with some signed acts.
Heavyweights.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I hear you.
Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Man. So we're gonna wrap it up real quick, but before we wrap it up, like, if there was 3 up and coming UK artists right now that you would say you're co-signing, or who would it be?
It would be Stormzy, definitely.
Yeah.
He's causing a lot of heat right now. Do you know who I like? Them Section Boy guys. Okay. They're sick. There's a guy in there, Swift and DP.
Yeah.
The rest of them are all sick. They're all sick. But there's something about the Swift and DP. Like, they're sick. They're the other 2. And who else? The third. Let me think. I like Pot of Paper.
Yeah.
Like, I like him. I heard a track he done the other day. I know he's been around for a while. But I heard the track he done the other day on Deep. And I like the video concept to it. So, yeah, them 3.
Okay, cool.
Can I say 4?
Yeah,
there's someone else as well, Bonkers. He's sick. See,
I was kind of hoping you said that, you know. Like, I had to leave it to you.
Do you know what it is? I don't know why he slipped my mind. See, Bonkers? The truth. Like, I've got his mixtape in my house. Sick.
Yeah,
Bonkers is the truth. Listen up for Bonkers, yeah.
And like, in the future, where can we find you? Shows, features,
I've
stuff
got my own
like that?
show coming up, 6th of November. The Black and Red show. In the O2 in Islington.
Okay.
So that's my first own show, like, so we're doing it off the back of this project, and I'm excited for that. So that's the show coming up, and I've just got other shows like the uni shows and stuff like that.
So we just got to watch this space, keep our ears to the ground.
Follow me on Twitter, Yungen Playdirty, you'll see everything.
Alright, nice to meet you, young man. It's been a pleasure.
Love, man.
Alright, bless up.
Cool.